which is patience, or something's happening and I want it to stop, and how quickly do I want it to stop? Frustration, anger, murder. And if you look at all the 10 Commandments, the ones that don't have to do with God, that's pretty much, you look at the emotional content. What is in your heart, and those are kind of the extremes of things that are going on in your heart that you kind of accept as day to day, but in one form or another, you're actually doing those things. So looking at the Bible as and the 10 Commandments and original sin and the different stories, and how if you look at it as a loving parent trying to just get their children to stop hurting themselves and hurting each other. No, you can't. Your brother or sister was playing with that toy. Don't do that. Your brother or sister, you made a promise to your brother or sister. Live up to your promise. Don't lie to them, because when you lie to people, what are you doing? You're trying to control things. That's a form of manipulation. Lying is manipulation. False witness. That one was more adultery. You make a promise to somebody to be committed, and then you go and you sleep with somebody else or give your heart to another. That's the sin there, and basically as you're breaking a promise, and that's manipulation. You've lied when you break promises. You're trying to control outcomes. Bearing false witness. You're saying something untrue about somebody to get your outcome. You're trying to manipulate. You're trying to control things you can't really control. You're trying to make the world... I was just about to go into a whole other thing. I'll have to save that for another video. But... So, as you go down that sin, that, the 10 Commandments... And the previous ones are, don't take the Lord's name in vain. A parent doesn't want their child to speak evil of them. That's to disrespect, because a child should love their parent. There's a good parent, which God is a perfect parent. A good parent is providing for their child, creating, as best they can, an environment where the child can grow to be an adult themselves and will know how to get along in the world, and to a child's that's the gig. The parent sacrifices a lot of things to raise children. Children in return give respect and obedience, and that's basically what God wants too. Just respect me, obey my rules, because whether you understand it or not, I put those rules there for you. That's for you. It's because I love you. That's why I'm telling you. I'm not being a mean parent. I tell my kids that all the time, because they're like, "Oh, you're mean." It's like, no, I'm not mean. Every kid thinks their parent's mean, but it's just because I'm telling you no. I don't want you to do this, crazy thing that, do you see any adults doing that? No. So why should I let you do that? Why should I let you... scream or roll around on the ground in the store, just whatever crazy thing. Why should I let you do this or that? I'm a parent. I'm not mean. I love you. Sometimes, the tough love is a real thing. Tough love is basically just saying, okay, I need to... Tough love is letting somebody be uncomfortable for their own growth. Tough love is also preventing somebody from hurting themselves, whether they can see the benefit, whether they can see it or not. Now, as a human being, this isn't always perfectly applied. No parent is perfect, but God is perfect, He laid out perfect rules for us. Jesus in the Gospels, it's all right there. So I hope you're reading the Gospels. Just read them a little bit every day. It'll get in. That's one recommendation. Praying every day helps you soften your heart, helps you realize your limitations. Praying for forgiveness, praying for guidance, because this that implied dynamic of human divinity is humbling and helps you realize how limited you are, and helps as you reflect on your day. And okay, what parts of my day, as you're praying for others, and you see, oh, why do they need prayers? I need prayers. I struggle, they struggle, and that all that just softens your heart. That's why prayer is so powerful. So prayer is conversing with God. Prayer is not saying a rote, rehearsed formula all the time and thinking it's not a magic spell that you cast and every day, and it's conversing with God. It's softening your heart and opening up to Him. Praying, reading the Gospels, reading what Jesus said, the parables. Powerful wisdom. The most powerful wisdom I've come across. And and focusing on your minimums. It's really those three things. Becoming less tied to the world, less possessions, less consumption, less intensity and variety. Do you really need to, how many different things do you need to own? How many those thoughts, just put those in there. Variety, intensity, because a lot of variety and intensity is just to distract. It just distracts you from the areas of your life that aren't in agreement with God's will, and how you're not fulfilled, so you distract instead of. That's a whole nother thing too. But pray, talk to God, read the Gospels a little bit when you wake up, even if it's one little verse, and before you go to bed, and then during the day, while you're driving, talk to God. That's what I do. Talk to God about different things that are just on your mind. God, how I always ask for guidance and insight. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And sorry for what I did. sorry for that thing, that I pretty sure you didn't want me to do. I did. But that's the journey. That's life, and you just trying to fit through that narrow gate. The wide gate is easy. The narrow gate, not so easy. So, all right. Peace to you. Talk to you later.